Hello everybody, I'm Brainy Diode and I am back with another episode of Nier Automata. Last time, we tried to protect the last remnants of Pascal's village, but we were unsuccessful in that as well. Ultimately though, we did leave Pascal himself alive. This time, we're back in control of 9S and we are at the flooded city to take care of the second core structural unit to get the second key. This is the one that I forgot the location of earlier. So, whoops, that was bad on me. So there's one in the forest, there's one here at the flooded city. Actually, the third one... Now that I think about it, the third one may be in the desert. I honestly don't remember for sure.
Hello. This is the Resource Recovery Unit. Now activating defense mode.
So yeah, there's me showing that I really don't know Route C nearly as well as I should, but it's whatever at this point. We're this far. I'll figure it out as we go along.
There's something written here, too.
It reads Soulbox.
Interesting, interesting. I wonder if in Japanese these phrases were translated a little bit more elegantly, or if the sort of just rough, simplistic translation is kind of the point of them. I mean, that would make sense. I did not have the flashlight on. I thought I had the flashlight on for a second there, but I did not. It would kind of make sense because it's kind of implied that the machines don't totally understand humanity yet, and thus they probably wouldn't be able to grasp more symbolic meanings. So that rough, simplistic translation is more likely than not just how they interpret those sorts of words. Alright, so we don't have a time limit for this hacking minigame, which is nice. Still don't want it to take up too long, because I don't actually have a nice, interesting topic to fill the extra time in this episode. I believe, yeah, it's during this structural unit that if you fail the hacking, you have to start over again from the beginning. So this segment, the hacking can be a bit more on the difficult side. So hopefully this will help me improve my hacking. Can you just charge through, or do you have to defeat all of these? If I fail this again, and hopefully I won't, but if I do, I'm going to check if it's possible to complete the hacking without destroying all the enemies. And I did fail it again, so... Yeah, I've never been good at that. Why do I keep going backwards at the start of some of these? Ow. Yeah, I'm really not the greatest at these hacking segments, so... Sorry you have to watch me fail over and over again. If it gets, like, really egregious, I might cut it out eventually. I just really suck at the hacking, and it's not particularly forgiving either. So it looks like I might be able to take out the central unit thing without actually having to destroy all of these enemies. Somehow, I didn't get hit by that last shot there. I really thought I would have, but managed to avoid it. So... don't stay in one place for too... Yeah! Okay, you don't actually have to fight all the enemies to be able to complete the hacking segment. So, I obtained a full recovery.
Oh, I get it. I have to break the system protection before I can reach the core. Huh. So that's how it works.
So we do have to do these hacking segments in order to progress. Is there two on this floor or just the one? I can't really see. Oh, this is just a normal chest. Okay. Ooh, a new weapon.
Oh my! Look at all the machine life forms you've murdered. Such dogged persistence is worth
just messing.
As a reward for trying to understand machine life forms via frequent hacking sessions, we have a special present for you.
Alright, so this definitely implies that the machine life forms have a better understanding of humanity than I just gave them credit for. Let's take a look at the weapon we just got and see if it's any better. Oh, it most definitely is better. Okay. Not too much better, but it is. Oh, Virtuous Contract is way better. Why have I not been using that? Holy cow. Okay, yeah, I'm equipping Virtuous Contract. Why was I... Oh, man. This is why you check your menus, kids. Alright, so we do have to go through a hacking segment here, and it's a bit different than the other hacking segments we had so far. I can't say I like this too much more, because it's kind of awkward to see what I'm doing, but, you know, such is life, I suppose. Yeah, usually in life it is pretty awkward to see what you're doing, so... I'm getting a lot of chips that I don't really... They probably take up a ton of space, and I don't have any space available right now. Like, I think I'm literally completely full.
There are 2 blocking devices on this floor. Proposal: hack into all blocking devices.
Okay, so thankfully the pod will tell us if there are multiple ones we have to worry about. Not entirely sure why chests are the blocking devices. I think, like 9S said, they are just messing with him at this point. Well, I mean, it's not, I think. They really are just messing with him at this point. You'll see what I mean soon enough. I don't remember if that boss is in this resource recovery unit or the next one. I think it's the last one. But we are going to fight an enemy that will prove that, yeah, at this point the machines are just messing with us. So that's a little bit of a spoiler, but not actually all that much of it. Ooh, this is not a fun part. This is not a fun... I do not want to have to do this multiple times, please. Ow. Oh, I can't say... Ooh. I don't like that. I'm not happy about that. Yeah, this one's pretty tough. Okay. Okay, just gonna have to power through it. Let's see if we can go up the edge this time. Seems like that other area is pretty much pointless, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I mean, it's possible there's something in there that I missed, but I don't know what it could have been. Jeez. Oh, jeez, this is tough. Space is real tight. Ah, jeez. Crap. Alright. Third time's a charm, as they say. I think the third time was a charm with the last one. Might have actually been the fourth, though. Yeah, you're gonna be seeing me do a lot of hacking without any music in the background this episode. That's just how this part of the game goes. If I remember correctly, each recovery unit does have its own little gimmick to go along with it. The last time was fighting, this time it's hacking. Those kind of are... Oh, crap. Alright, fourth time's a charm. So last time was fighting, this time is hacking. Those are kind of 9S's 2 main mechanics, so I don't remember exactly what goes on in the third resource recovery unit. Frankly, collecting the 3 keys is probably the least memorable part of the game, I would say. I just really don't remember it very clearly at all, as you can tell. Once we get to the tower, I do have a bit more memory of what happens. So, ow, jeez! Man, this hacking segment is tough. I mean, I remembered there being some hard hacking segments late in the game, but I didn't remember them being quite like this. Well, there is one coming up, I believe, in this same resource recovery unit that's even tougher than this one, so I shouldn't say that, but... yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a real fun time. From now on, I think after I finish this hacking segment, any future hacking segments that I have to deal with, I might just cut. I'll show them the first time, at least, but any subsequent attempts, I might just cut out. Oh, come on! Alright, so yeah, I'll just cut out my next attempt at this one, and jump back in when I succeed. Finally! Okay, so I'll be honest, I completely lost track of how many tries that actually took me, so what I'm probably gonna do is have a little, what's it called? Okay, so apparently I did have to be up there to make the jump. A little medley of all of my failure, chopped in there. Just so you can see the sort of torture I go through, just for you, you know? I do these things for you. How do I get up further to do the next thing? Oh, it's on the other side. I didn't notice it because the camera wasn't showing it to me. Okay. Alright, this one's probably going to be difficult too. Oh boy. Alright, so from here on out, I probably will just show my first attempt at them so you can get an idea of what it looks like. And then after that, just take care of it in private. This one looks like there are two ways out of this room, so presumably one is an easy way and one is a hard way. What I'm hoping this means is that if I choose to go down this path, I'll have to fight less enemies later. So that's what I'm gonna... Ow! That's what I'm gonna do. It's probably a bad plan, but it's the plan I went with. Ow! Yep, it was a bad plan. Alright, so see you guys again once I finish hacking this guy. Alright, so I'm gonna jump back in real quick and show you this one all the way through, because I realized that I neglected to show what happens when you go down the other path. It turns out that the other path is quite a bit easier. I definitely made the wrong choice the first time. But, you know, this is why we do things, so we can learn. As you can probably tell from my tone of voice, this is definitely not my favorite part of the game. I don't hate it quite as much as I hate the desert boss Hegel, but I'm not super fond of it. There's a lot of other stuff in the game that comes earlier that I like a lot more, and there's a lot of stuff in the game that comes later that I like a lot more, so this is just a bit of a down point. Oh, well, and it's good that I jumped in on that one, because I actually did. Tower System Outline. The tower facility processes and computerizes resources sent by resource recovery units for use in its launch device. Made up of 256 stratum, it can filter and compress information with a turbidity of less than 2300 and have it recorded into the payload in approximately 27 minutes and 32 seconds. Details regarding routes required for the designation of androids are recorded separately. The allowed diversity learning error rate is 7.21%. I sure hope that we weren't...
That huge structure is some kind of launch platform. A structure that size could probably shoot something into space pretty easily. Oh. So this is some kind of cannon aimed at the human server on the moon?
Insufficient data. Cannot confirm or deny.
Damn it.
Analysis. There are 3 blocking devices on this floor.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
3 of them this time.
And I hack into all of them, right?
Alright, well, here we go. Is this the really hard one? I don't think it is. I am not doing super well at it, though. I'll tell you that much. Well, I seem to be picking up a little bit after the first wave of enemies. Oh, right. So you have to go down both hallways. It's this one. Yeah, so you do have to go down both hallways to be able to progress. Don't like that too much. Alright, since I barely made it into that one at all, I'm going to go ahead and show it again. Let's take care of this one. Quick, please. Yeah, as someone who's really terrible at the hacking minigame, this specific resource recovery unit is a real drag. It's just hacking segments over and over again, and pretty difficult ones at that. Thankfully, these 4 on the corners have patterns that are pretty easy to avoid once you get a little bit of experience with them. These guys aren't too difficult to take care of them, especially since you can shoot all of their bullets. I don't know why I didn't manage to take this one out the first time, but I took it out there. Let's see if I can actually make decent progress here so I don't have to keep showing this over and over again. Alright, so this is the last part, so if I die here, I will just cut out the rest of my attempts. Except probably for my deaths. You all want to see me die, right? Everybody wants to see me suffer. I mean, why wouldn't you? There is a bug on my monitor right now, on my screen. I'm not actually using a separate monitor. Alright, that one wasn't as difficult as it could have been. Still not great, but not as difficult as it could have been. Hopefully this one's a bit easier and isn't the really bad one that I'm thinking about. Oh no, this is the really bad one I was thinking of. Excellent. This is probably one of the tougher ones. It doesn't look like it right off the bat, but there are 3 cores this time around. You have to destroy all of them. If you lose, you have to start over again. All the walls are coated with the Hurdy Juice stuff. Yes, I did just call it Hurdy Juice stuff. Please never call it that. Ignore me, don't follow my example. It's a bad example to follow. So yeah, defeating that core did not do the trick. Actually, is there a core in this part? I can't remember for sure. There's something in here, obviously, but I can't remember if it's like a core or something else. Okay, no, it's just some enemies. So I don't think you actually have to do that part. Were there 4 cores? There might be 4 cores. Alright, so I don't think you actually have to do that second part to finish the hacking segment. But, I mean, I did it. And just in case you do have to do it, now you know what it looks like. So we just got some enemies poofing in ahead of us, not too big of an issue there. Let's see if I can just finish it off this time. That was some weird stuttering that I just did, but you know, you figured out what I meant, I hope. Alright, we're so close, we're so close, we're so close. Come on, buddy, just die already. Thank goodness! Okay. It took me a good 6 or 7 tries the first time I played that, so I'm glad it did not take nearly that much this time around. Did I make the jump? Yes, I did. Excellent. Okay. So now we jump up to the higher part. These are terraced weirdly in here. This is kind of just a hodgepodge of weird pieces fitted together in weird ways. It kind of does seem like the machines are losing their or the machines have lost their system of organization, but as we've already seen from the attack on the machine village and subsequent attack on the factory, there is definitely some organizational force behind the machines now. One that seems to have... Oh, and the existence of the tower, obviously. And whatever this organizational force is seems to have much bigger plans and ambitions than Adam and Eve ever did. So, it's quite possible that by defeating them, we actually made things much worse for ourselves. But, I mean, well, we did. We've already lost Yorha and the Machine Village. So, honestly, there's not much worse that things can get. But, man, this is just crazy. Route C is wild. I've said it before, and I will say it again. Route C is wild. Ah, that was not a good plan. Okay. This one seems to be a little bit easier than the other two I took care of already on this floor, so... And it is the last one we have to deal with, so... Won't be too much longer till we can go upwards. I think this is the last floor where we have to do hacking, so... This won't continue for too much longer. It's not too terrible. It is most definitely more bearable than the desert boss that I promise not to continuously bring up in every episode. I think I went the whole last 2 episodes without talking about it. Maybe. Did I? I sure don't remember. No, I think 2 episodes ago I did, but last episode I didn't bring it up at all, so... I'm doing better! I really am. I'm making improvements. Okay, that's 2 of the corner ones. That's all of the non-shielded moving ones. So we're doing alright this time. We still have 2 hits left that we can take. I think we might make it through this hacking segment this time. Alright, so yeah, this floor's hacking segments were a lot easier than I expected. The following document details the final stages of Project Yorha. Note that this document has been marked with level SS confidentiality and should not be disclosed to any Yorha personnel, including the bunker commander. Black box. Each Yorha unit is equipped with a black box, an item created by reusing the core of a machine life form. As such, it could be said that the consciousness of Yorha units and machine life forms share the same structure. Said black boxes were installed after determining that it would be inhumane to install standard AI in androids that are ultimately destined for disposal. For the record, malfunctioning black boxes have caused some Yorha units to turn hostile.
The Yorha black box circuitry. It's made from cores from the machines? No, that can't be true.
So, we're made out of the same stuff we've been fighting against all along. That's a big revelation, but there's a couple other hints to future stuff contained within that, little document there, so... Alright, one last hacking segment to take care of. And then we will be done with this resource recovery unit. I do believe. Ooh, we have our whole body this time. Can we... Oh, we can use our sword. Excellent. Oh, Virtuous Contract moves so fast. I'm so glad I switched to it. Man, why wasn't I using this sword earlier?
What's going on here? My body. Those are... my memories. But why?
Things are getting really funky here. How do the machines have access to this information? It's really confusing. Well, look who it is.
That's 2B's data. I know these are just memories. But still, No, don't. Don't do this. Damn it, stop! Stay the hell out of my goddamn memories! These belong to me and me alone! Get away from them!
So whatever this thing is, it's doing attacks that kind of resemble what Adam did back in the underground city. Which is kind of an interesting thing to take note of. Its health bar is fading in and out of existence, so it's kind of hard to tell what's going on exactly. It's certainly quite a bit easier than Adam was to take care of. Can I pod program it? I sure can. 9S is just going wild here. Can I hack it? I cannot hack it. We can't do hackception. Alright.
You're going down. They're mine! My memories! You hear me?
This is the current status of Unit 9S?
Affirmative. His mental state has become dangerously unstable. Action must be taken immediately.
I noticed something while providing support to A2. Enemy machine lifeforms have begun sharing data with each other.
We'd better look into that.
I'll share the data with you, so see what you can find out.
Affirmative. I also have a separate report about 9S.
What is it?
I'll share the data. His psychological state has deteriorated to a grave level.
We'd better handle that quickly, too.
Agreed. Not sure what we should do, however.
Agreed. Proposal. Rest, combined with data checking and maintenance.
Agreed. I will make the suggestion immediately.
Pod. Where's the next resource recovery unit?
Alert. NFCS failure. Speculation. Failure caused by intense combat and lack of maintenance.
Near field controls are down? Great.
Proposal. Overhaul system at resistance camp.
I don't have that kind of time.
Alert. Entering battle without a functioning sword constitutes an unacceptable risk. Unit 9S should have Devila initiate repairs at the resistance camp.
Shit.
Alright. That was dark. I think I'm gonna call it here. So, next time, we will be heading to the resistance camp to get our own repairs, just like A2 did. I will see you then.